Happy spring break. I hope you're enjoying week 7, whether you're on vacation or you're enjoying the snowstorm outside. Either way, I hope you're enjoying this brief reprieve as we make our way into Unit 8, where we will be delving into the Lost Generation authors. You only have 3 pieces to read for week 8. You will be reading Scott Fitzgerald's Babylon Revisited. You will also be reading William Faulkner's Baby Burning. And in addition to that, you'll be reading Hemingway's Snows of Kilimanjaro. They are short pieces, although they are short stories. They're not too long, too lengthy. I think you'll enjoy them. Please, as you read them, although you don't have a discussion board post to worry about that week or the week coming up, really think about the similarities that resonate. Take a look at these authors that are widely known as the Lost Generation. All right, and they are known as the Lost Generation because they were expatriates. They were authors who were really disillusioned after World War I. They were looking for a place in the world. They were disgruntled. They were frustrated. They were heartbroken, in a sense, by what was going on in the world around them. Many of them actually moved, whether it was to San Francisco, to Chicago, to Greenwich Village. They left their homes, they picked up, and they tried to move to a city to kind of congregate with fellow authors to kind of make a new kind of literature to help them heal during this time after World War I. So that's why they're known as the Lost Generation, because in a sense they were melancholic and they were lost internally and out. All right. So as you read their pieces, really look for themes that resonate. Really try and get a sense of the author's purpose and notice the structure of the pieces. Do they all use vivid details? Do they use a lot of symbolism? Is there a lot of dialogue? So really take notice of the structure of the short stories as you read as well. Okay, because that will be important as we get to the midterm down the line. All right. So as I said, although you do not have a discussion board post for week 8, you actually have a paper due, an analytical paper due, that will be due on Sunday, March 15th by 4 o'clock. Okay? I cannot stress that enough. It's due by 4 o'clock next Sunday. If for any reason you have extenuating circumstances, please just email me your issue and I'll work with you individually. Okay? But it's very important that you take a look at the paper prompt. I've actually uploaded it to next week's folder. You'll see you have a choice of 2 questions to answer in response to Fitzgerald's Babylon Revisited. Okay, so I'm asking 2 questions. You choose one to answer, and that will serve as your paper's thesis for the analytical paper. All right, so I kind of take the guesswork out of it. You don't have to come up with your own topic. You don't have to worry about writing coming up with really an original thesis. You're answering the question, and that will serve as your paper's thesis. Okay, then it's crucial to not only use the primary source, which is a story, to support your claim, but it's also important to use academic, scholarly secondary sources. Okay. Now at the college level, I'm sure you're all familiar with what constitutes a scholarly source online. If for any reason you're still unsure, please take a look at the folder under week 8, and you'll see I've listed many resources for you for the paper. All right. So take a look at that, because I really don't want you to be citing Wikipedia or any sources online that are not established academic sources. Okay, you should cite at least 2 secondary sources in addition to the primary source. Okay, and take a look at the grading rubric that I'll be using. I also uploaded that to the folder, and that's really important as well. Okay, the length of the paper, I would say 4 to 6 pages will suffice, and also be sure to attach it to the Dropbox. Please don't copy and paste the text into the box. Please attach it as a Word document, and then it's easier for me to download. All right. You don't have to turn it in to turnitin.com. I'll do that. All right, so you don't have to worry about that. If you want me to submit it to turn it in earlier for you, just so you can check the validity of your citations, I have no problem doing that for you, okay? But remember, this is a 4 to 6 page analytical paper answering a question in response to Babylon Revisited, and it should be in MLA format, all right? And that's due next Sunday, okay? Any questions along the way, you can call me, you can email me. I have no problem setting up a paper conference as well, or if you want me to take a look at certain pieces of your paper along the way, that I have no problem doing that. Okay, I want everyone to do well, so please stay focused, stay engaged, and happy writing. Okay, I'll see you next week as we move on to the midterm. Okay, take care, happy spring break, and think warm. All right, bye guys.